afternoon, everyone. It's Saturday afternoon and it's threatening to be sunny for once. It hasn't been sunny in England for months, it feels like. I want to talk about funky 12-bar blues. There's lots of overlooked points in blues. Like Mary Had a Little Lamb, the Stevie Ray Buddy guy. Everyone did that song. It's, you know, that's the closest most 12-barers get to playing. Nothing wrong with it. I'm a 12-barer, but nothing. It's like trying to put those other funky elements, you know, like Prince had a really funky way of playing guitar, and there's certain things. Now, how many of us, if we don't know already, know this 9 chord? I'll give you the spelling. String 6 is open, and then on string 5, it goes 7, 6 on 4, 7, 7, 7. It's in all James Brown songs, it's in blues, jazz, it's in lots of things, but you'll recognise it from like Sex Machine, like that's that chord. Okay, now that it's an E, so 1, 4, 5, which means it's the 1st and the 4th chord and the 5th chord of the E scale. So E, A, B. Okay, so the first one, we could obviously do it down here. Now we just go. Now the hardest bit about playing funky rhythm is the right hand. The left hand chord's quite easy, I think, but the right hand. So what I first started doing is playing 8. Wish I had delay off. Hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then out of that, you have to just connect the ones. It's not easy, and it's one of them things when you break out of the obvious rhythms, which is brilliant. When you break out of those obvious rhythms, trying to make the funk. Now, what I do is I press on the ones I want. If you watch, look. So look, my right hand's going. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da, ba-da, ba, ba-da. Once you get that idea going, then you just got to learn a 4 chord, which would just be A. But I particularly like the A6 chord. So rather than play the 7, which is the 2nd string, I want you to play the 2nd string, but fret 7. Very blues jazzy sounding. So you're going to go from, I'll play those chords for you. So what we'll do. 1, 2, changing. B is 7th fret, B6, A6, back to the B. Okay, so in its in its most nicest form, that's what it sounds like. But just that, I won't lie to you, at first it's all right hand, and what your left hand chooses to connect with. Then your A can be here, back to E, your B's here, 7, and then 5, and then E, and then it's what we're going to do. We're going to count the bars, okay? So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. Then it changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Back to E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. B. 2. Just one lot, and then now playing the full rhythm. So E. 4 lots. A. 9 chord. let's talk about the other fun bit. Let's talk about what we can solo over. Now, I'll go for the blues arc tone again, but I'll just add a bit more gain on the end. Because it... Oh, that's not enough gain at all. Hang on. So, no, I have a little bit heavier than that. I'll go for the Marshall, but I'll turn the gain down. So that's way heavy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some ideas. We're in the key of E, so we can play the pentatonic blues scale. That kind of thing. Let me turn myself down because it's... But up. So I would do lots of hammer-ons and pull-offs. So it's minor pentatonic, blues scale. You can do a bit of major pentatonic in this as well. I'll show you in a minute. I'll do a bit of minor stuff at the moment, and then I'll turn to some major stuff. So let me just get a bearing. So what I would, there's a few key things there. My favourite lick, which I play every time, this. And that's 14, 12, 15, 12. Now don't forget the 4-note thing. 12, 14, 12, 14 on strings 4 and 3. Chuck Berry stuff, 14, 12, 12. And then don't forget your bends in here. You've got your top 15. So do a Chuck Berry, a 14, 12, 12. And then 15 up. Or second string 15. Or I'll just do a whole verse of that now. Now, what about this lick? So just something with a finish. Now you've got a load of open stuff down here. So I would recommend loads of bluesy. Remember we talked about this 2-4 on string 3, and then third on second, top on the top, open top. So, and then open second, open string 4, 02, 2, 1, 0, 3. Then you've got a drone note on 3 to 5. Begin like the beginning of Pride and Joy. So what I'll do is a bit of open stuff now, and then I'll work my way up and back down. Give you a sort of... Open hammer. Okay, so what I'll do is something going up. So it's very difficult not to go off on one, especially when it's such a funky track to play over. This track is called Funky Blues Backing Track, and it's in the key of E. I'm going to heart it so next time I can go back to it. So lots of different things you can do. Let's talk about a bit of major. If we're going to play major, it's going to be 12, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just play some happier stuff and work my way up. So it's basically 9, 11 and 9, 11 on strings 4 and 3. That note's E. So the third string, fret 9 is E. The trick is not to play too much because it's still got to sound bluesy, so you've got to put little bits in that seem to fit. Okay, so... here we go. really just 9/11, 9/11. And that big bend was 9 on the 3rd, and then I'm bending up 3 frets on 12 on string 2. With the face, obviously. And then you climb down chromatically. So 12, 11, 10, and then 8. So that was... One more time. Okay, this is a case of mixing and matching. Now, this really rich Stevie Ray Vaughan area, it's 14 on string 4, then it's 12, then it's 14, and then it's bend 14 down, both strings. I'm also bending up 14 on string 3 and holding down, like a unison bend, holding down 15 on 2. It's the cross down traffic, look at it. That kind of thing, so... Okay, so that's, I hope that helps. So play rhythm, I would say for the first bit, play rhythm, and then start playing a bit more funky stuff, and then mix and match between your major and minor. I'm going to play you up with a couple more verses. I've got a PayPal. If you fancy donating or asking for a personal lesson, and I've got a PayPal to do that, it's £10 for a mini lesson, which is about 10 to 15 minutes like this one. You can handpick what you want. It's paypal.me/Timmy Guitar. Let's try it again. PayPal.me/Timmy Moore Guitar. Okay, I'll play you out with a couple of bars.